What is going on, everybody? We back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super. Return of Fallen Gods. I gotta start the Goku Black shit too, low key. Oh, I definitely want to check that one out too. Y'all said that was crazy too. But yeah, we finally done with Universe 16. You know what I'm saying? Done with that arc. You feel me? That saga. Yeah, Farix built different. Niggas fighting against Goku, Vegeta, and Broly, and was holding his own. Shit, I don't know about Reno. I don't know about Cobras. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, but okay, I like Reno after training, probably, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Probably too. But Cobras, oh yeah, he getting jumped. They dog walking on Gardox, eat a dick. You deserve to get jumped too. Both of y'all, Gardox, Cobras, get jumped. But yeah, we still training with Beerus and Gohan. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wait to see the results of their training on some Naruto shit. But what's up with you know what I'm saying? Goku, Vegeta, and Broly though. But they still on in Universe 16. You feel me? So I know, but we're about to talk, have a feast, and conversate. So I guess we'll find out. But yeah, let's go. Hit the video, like, comment below, subscribe, go to 3K. Not subscribe, fight on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel, link in the description down below. Hit the bell. Got the Alex, get brother 2 million subscribers. He doing something crazy right now, y'all. He building something. Feel me? And hit the like button. But yeah, dive on there. Let's get it. A shocking new revelation discovered. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna read. A shocking new revelation.
As our story now opens up following the initial events of Universe 16's God of Destruction, Farix having to do battle against Goku, Vegeta, and
the Bears next.
The God of Destruction now shown taking the lead as our heroes went on to closely follow behind was when Goku then went on to chime in. You know, I know we kind of started off on the wrong foot a little earlier, but you're actually not quite bad compared to some of those other gods of destruction, and not to mention that you're freakishly strong as well, and so I'm glad that we could all just get along now, you know, with Angel Rise.
I feel it. I feel it. He built different.
That, Lord Farix? It would seem as though you may have made a new friend here today, with Farix responding, "Do not be fooled by this offering of breaking bread as a sign of friendship, Saiyan. For I will be the first one to go and tell you here and now that I am by no means your ally, nor am I anything close to being your friend." Farix continues, and what was
don't forget you then. Your lonely ass.
In the name of rights to passage, with Vegeta then having to chime in. Oh, there. Now, what did I say? These destroyers are not your friends, nor do they even care about being your friend, Kakarot. What
Tell him again.
Idiots. And so now get it together, with Goku responding, "Yeah, but at least we're not fighting anymore, you know? And plus, I don't know about how much longer I can go without putting some food inside of my stomach."
Hey, I felt that too, bro. I'm hungry too, bro. So one of them the video.
Go and eat first before we start being so harsh towards one another, because I know you're hungry too, Vegeta. Come now, Farix went on to
look, bro, look all happy looking ass.
Table for us to eat while we discuss.
Bro, look happy as hell right now. But look, my boy, man.
In the meantime, yes, but of course, just give me one moment then, and I will prepare us all a feast that will surely be one for us all to enjoy here today, Lord Farix. And so
we'll see about that, nigga. We'll see if you could cook.
Give me 1 second, and I would hereby like to welcome you all to feast upon Universe 16's most delightful and tasty meals. Rizel says, all of course.
We'll be the judge of that.
Universe 16's God of Destruction, Lord Farix. And so, what do you think? With Goku responding, "Hey, wow, just look at how amazing all of this looks, Broly. You guys are all seriously the best for this, and there's so much here for us to choose from too." And so, what do you say, Lord Farix? Are we allowed to sit down yet and dig in, or what? Goku questions. It's not for nothing, but we're starving here. With Farix responding, "Yes, by all means, for I am very eager to talk to you all about a few things myself."
Yeah, I'm a kill by this conversation my damn self. Yeah.
Which not long after that, as
let's talk.
Was then shown having to eat, with Vegeta being the first to question Lord Farix, was when Vegeta then went on to respond, "Alright, and so now tell us something. While attempting to find our way out of this window realm that you went and threw us both into, I happened to have stumbled across an alternate version of myself that those Veer referred to as Mastered Ultra Ego Vegeta, and it was in a timeline that was said to be vastly different than the one that we are currently in. And so what exactly were we looking at in there, and is it possible for us to interact with such realms, with Goku then having—
You will see my GOAT in a very I won't say a distant future, bro. Hey, you ain't gonna see that shit for a minute, bro. Face to face, I don't think you can see that nigga in a minute.
to chime in. Oh yeah, I'm also a little curious about what it was that we saw, because I was able to see into an alternate future where Goku Black was resurrected, and to make matters worse, he was also shown having to bear 2 new forms, as well as even looking into a timeline where I strangely had a third son who was part Saiyan and part Kaioshin that went by the name of Zykor or Zy.
He saw that. That's the other shit that nigga saw. See, I knew it was gonna. I knew it. He was gonna talk about it in the conversation. That's what that nigga saw. This nigga saw Zykor, nigga. Oh, yeah, nigga saw Zykor. Hey, Super Saiyan 5. You feel me? Yeah, cause I think what I was trying to do. I think somebody said this in the comments too. Like he's gonna try to do like his own. At least from my opinion, like his own like multiversal tournament type shit, which would be fucking crazy. Omniversal tournament, I should say. So I think each like fan manga, like different things. I think Goku and Vegeta in this manga gonna reach something different than the ones we saw top 5 strongest. I'm here for it. Let them creative juices flow.
Responding, though it is extremely prohibited to have any other living being outside of the Omni King and Grand Minister intervene and interact with the annals of these realities, unless an event were to be called on their behalf, then you are never to cross over into such realms or ever go as far as to interact with them, Farix continues. So consider these alternate worlds which the 2 of you have seen as small pages that are attached to a much, much larger book. Separate
I believe
dimensions within an entirely different multiverse, if you will, for each dimension is shaped by each of the different sets of choices that you all had to make that allowed for you to go and see as to what it was that you both saw. And while these realities run parallel to our own Farix adds, they are also isolated by a completely different set of laws and are governed by their own unique paradoxes, Farix continues, as only the Omni King and Grand Minister are able to fully interact with and have access to such places. And as I'm sure that the worlds in which the both of you have looked into were more than likely worlds to which the outcome of every action you had made or didn't make had ultimately led to them. Whoa, wait, so if these realities and alternate worlds are all supposed to take place within their own timelines and multiverse, then does that mean that there exists a multiverse that is outside of this multiverse, Goku questions? Because from the sound of it, if these realities and worlds are all supposed to just operate and be governed by their own unique paradoxes, then, well, then how many more multiverses are truly out there that exist that go beyond this one? With Farix responding, well, if you don't want to know,
you don't want to know that.
Yes, there is indeed another multiverse beyond our own. In fact, there exists more than just one, an omniverse, which is a grand construct that encompasses multiple multiverses, each with its own unique set of worlds and timelines, as within this omniverse, the possibilities are endless, as there are also likely versions of you all who are either relative in power, weaker, or even stronger than you all as well. But since I went and answered one of your questions, now it's time that you go and answer one of mine as well, beginning with that one there, this Broly. Now, how come this Saiyan mortal was never trained by the likes of Whis or Beerus if the 2 of you have each gone as far as to train under them all on your own, Farix questions? And why is this Saiyan's raw battle power far more unusual when entering into this berserker state when compared to the power in which you both
He just got there, bro.
Because I'm sure that you both know that if it were not for him, then you never would have overtaken me in battle when you did, and so now do tell. Well, the choice for Kakarot and I to train Broly initially was based on his need to understand foundational training first, Vegeta responds, as they also went and noticed his lack of control as well.
Yeah.
So now our role is to help him harness and refine his power before advanced techniques can be taught and furthermore having to be applied onto him, as the reason on—
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro, if they ever go the route of giving this nigga just God key, divinity, bro. Broly becomes a god, bro. Look out, bro. Look the fuck out.
Why Broly's power is vastly different than our own is likely because I think that Broly's full-powered Super Saiyan form just might be the original legendary form from our Saiyan history, which sets his power apart from our own, Vegeta says. And so because of this, he hasn't fully come around to control this power just yet, with Farix chiming back in. Interesting. And so then that would ultimately mean that if this inexperienced warrior is able to match you both given his lack of control over this legendary strength, then that just means that if he were to grow and control this power along with
he will be a demon.
then that just ultimately means that he would become vastly more powerful than either of you despite wielding the power of a god while in its infancy stages. How fascinating. So tell me, does your god of destruction know of this mortal's latent potential as well? Farix continues, as I'm sure that housing 3 supremely gifted warriors with each wielding a set of remarkable and powerful levels of strength wouldn't be something that your destroyer would take too kindly of, now does he? With Goku then having to chime in. Well, actually, according to Lord Beerus, he's hoping that one of us could one day completely surpass him in power, so that way he could finally have a rival for him to battle whenever he is bored, or at least that's what he says to us after all. And about this Omniverse that you spoke of, Vegeta went on to then quickly respond back in. Tell me, what happens if someone were to try and traverse into these timelines that me and Kakarot had seen? And is there any other way to know exactly just how many timelines, realities, and paradoxes are there? With Farix responding, if the Grand Minister or any of the Omni Kings were to learn of anyone intertwining themselves or engaging with such constructs without proper approval, then they along with their entire universe would be wiped out immediately. But
oh my god, the good gotta suffer for the bad. That nigga said, hey, fuck, not just you, nigga, your whole universe gone. That's crazy. Damn, bro. Hey, don't do that. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Oh my god.
Are two things, Farix continues. The first being on what you both intend to do with your god-wielding powers after you have evolved them, Goku and Vegeta, and with the second being is if Broly here were to somehow control this anomalous power of his and potentially evolve it, then what would that mean for the two of you? Would this ultimately mean that you would no longer be Universe 7's mightiest warriors? With Vegeta quickly responding, well, Lord Beerus continues to insist
we still be like in the top 5, type 7 or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, they got level up.
For one of us to take the role of being Universe 7's God of Destruction, which neither of us are interested in to begin with. And so my goal is simple, and that is to be the very best, Vegeta continues. Which also ties into your second question, because if that were to be the case with Broly, Vegeta adds, then that wouldn't automatically rule me out of the equation just because he was able to evolve himself, Destroyer. For there is still so much more that is left for Broly to go and do and achieve before he is able to surpass us in battle, and so he still has a very long way to go before he is able to understand
shit.
the power of Vegeta continues.
I'm looking at that shit like I'm thinking he probably did this fucking hand coming out of there, bro. Who is this, bro?
Go and jump to conclusions and say that he'd surpass us, and that's only because he hasn't at the moment. And so whether he decides to go and train with either Whis or Lord Beerus after the fact would solely and entirely be up for him to decide. But then he was suddenly now from out of nowhere with an arm shown having to
probably chain with Whis.
onto Broly's hamburger.
You know what I'm saying? Get that god key.
Hey, just what in the
hey, bro, that's my nigga Burger, bro.
Arm? And just where the heck did that just burst out from?
Broly crash out, Broly.
Yes,
Broly crash out.
Now, and so I will be taking this. Thank you very much, Angel
Ginger Ale, fuck off, bro. Let me stop.
I was right to assume that this delicious smell was coming from Universe 16. Oh, I remember you.
He taking all the food? Who is this nigga?
That I've seen on Lord Beerus's planet.
Is this the Bear Angel, bro?
Then, isn't it? With Broly then shockingly having to respond, hey, what are you doing? That's mine.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, it's not, but don't you worry, as I'll make sure that these go into the right hands from the moment I go back, Jinrei responds.
I don't like this angel.
Which it was only seconds then as Jinrei was
I don't like this angel, bro.
The entirety of the
took my nigga food and shit, bro.
All of the food off of it was when Broly then went on to quickly lunge by shouting, no, you will not. Those meals belong to Broly, not you.
Tell him again, Broly.
Vegeta, we've got to hurry and grab onto him before he gets pulled in. With Vegeta responding, Oh, damn it, hurry! Are you even bowling or what, Kakarot? We won't be able to hold Broly at bay here with us like this because Broly's starting to lose more and more ground. With Goku responding, oh, it's no use. We're going to be pulled right in. To which, as Broly, Goku, and
well,
then shown getting pulled
bye,
into
Farix.
17 was when
Beads, my nigga, stay blessed.
Oh dear, well there
What
goes
the
our
fuck?
lunch, I suppose. And here I was actually starting to really enjoy the meals that I went and brought here as well. Oh, well,
Bruh.
what a shame, and very unexpected too. With
This nigga
Farix
really
having to
just
chime in.
made a whole portal just to take my nigga food, bro. The disrespect. Like, let's just take these three out of the equation. Let's just say it was just him grubbing, and that nigga did that shit, bro. To crash out in that fucking bear, bro.
And what a shame it was. Oh well, but at least now I am better able to understand these creatures along with how they operate, and so I held up my side of the deal by doing what it was that I promised that I needed to go and do, with Grizzlor then having to respond.
Oh,
Nice see, and so after I'm done cleaning up here, shall I go and get the mortals out of Universe 17 then, so that you may go and continue to ask them on whatever it is that you wish to know, Lord Farix? No, because as far as I'm concerned, Farix responds, they are all Grizzlor's problem to deal with
Grizzlor.
now. But even now, while they're all gone, I can see exactly as to why Beerus had approved for these mortals to be within his presence, and that is because I can see a lot of what is reflective of Beerus and his angel within Goku and Vegeta as well. To which all the while in the meantime, as Broly, Goku, and Vegeta were now shown having to crash land within Universe 17, was when Goku then went on to quickly...
And that would just chill for a second, bro.
Watch it. Oh gosh, see, I knew that this was going to end up happening because
On a
whatever kind of force that was pulling us
on
deeper and
adventure.
deeper into that portal was just simply too strong for either of us to gain control of. Oh, then just what gives here? Vegeta then went on to quickly shout upon noticing the angel walk into a cave. The nerve of that bastard to just
He lives in a cave?
snatch our meals away right as we were about to finish too. Well, now he has my attention. Wait, why
Facts, crash out, bro.
familiar? Goku then went on to quickly chime in. I know I've seen that face of his before, but I can't seem to remember as to where. Oh well, wherever it is that I remember him from, we've got to be on guard at all times just in case, you guys. As Vegeta went on to then chime back in. No, I'm done playing these games and demand to know on why he did what he just did right now.
Nah, facts, bro. We're chilling, bro. We was eating, grubbing.
That the angel was then shown going into was when Angel General then went on to respond. And so now there you are, my lord.
Man, you're derailed from here on out.
Meals to be quite delicious given how I was able to pull this right out of Universe 16 for you. And so I do hope that you go and enjoy. Hey, Goku then went on to shout from behind. What's the big idea here, huh?
What's the big idea, huh?
Eating, you know, and just so you know, in case you've missed it, we can all still clearly see you in there. And so now give us back the food that you have stolen from us because we weren't done eating. And just who is making all of that noise? General, with General responding, interesting, for we have visitors, my lord. As this was most definitely something that I did not see happening, but now that they are all here, let's go and see on what it is that they want and why they are here. With Vegeta being
Nigga, he told you what he want, bro. I want our food back.
Beerus's world when I was waging my battle against Universe 14's God of Destruction, Cobras, right? So now tell me, was this another one of those angels that was reactivated upon their universe and God of Destruction being brought back into existence, or what, Kakarot? Well, actually, yeah, it was, but I'm really not sure on what to make of this angel or his God of Destruction since we really didn't have the chance to interact on Lord Beerus's planet
Just
when
know
he
he
first
out.
arrived, but
Yeah,
he's most definitely one of them, that much I can tell you. As Angel General then went on to step on out of the cave by then responding, my oh my, and here I thought that I had managed to close off the portal behind me just before either one of you were actually shown able to make it on over and onto the other side, but yet here we all are. But nevertheless, welcome to Universe 17, mortals.
Hey, bro, I don't want to be here.
We're already here. What do you say we go and skip the small talk right away then, shall we? And then so why don't you all go and start by first telling me as to what it is that brings you here, because without proper approval, well, you mortals aren't even allowed to be within this world. And so what is it that I may go and assist
Took our
you with,
food,
so
nigga.
that way you may all go and
Why he act like he didn't do what he just did? Why this nigga act like he didn't do what he just did, bro? Nigga, you took our food. What is you talking about?
then went on to quickly shout, "And just who in the hell do you think you are to just burst onto the scene the way you did, and for you to just revoke our celebratory meal?
That's what I was saying. Work hard for that.
Why did you do it? And you better start talking, because it's been a very long few days for us, and we aren't looking to make it any longer than we should.
Niggas on
so
go.
Now start talking." With Angel General responding, "Well, I will say that your arrival was rather conspicuous with all of that loud and demanding behavior for answers that you displayed, but let me go and address your concerns so that way I can put you all at ease. For you see, the reason that I had went and snatched the food right from underneath your table was simply because I was instructed to do so, as it also seems as though that you three were just in the wrong place at the absolute wrong time. However, if you just so happen to have any issues with my actions or what it was that I was sent out to do, well then you can gladly go and take them up with Lord Grizzlor instead. As
Man, get that Pokemon out of my face, man. Break him out, actually. Matter of fact, bring him out.
But I doubt that to be the case, because
I can put my ass in the fucking
judging
Pokeball.
based from what I can remember, 2 out of the 3 of you were on Lord Beerus's planet during the battle with Lord Reno, now weren't you? Of course, yes, which only then means that you 3 must be his mortals, aren't you? Oh, as I'm sure that Lord Grizzlor would especially take interest if it's Beerus's mortals whom are going around and making a fuss of things, and so please,
Shit.
if you wish. And so now let me see if I can assist you. Lord Grizzlor, my apologies for interrupting you, Lord Grizzlor, but I do believe that one of our visitors here would like to have a word with you. As Goku then went on to chime in, "Hey Vegeta, wait, I don't think that this is going to be such a good idea here, especially not after having to battle against Lord Enough, for I don't care about
Stand on business.
or who this so-called destroyer thinks he is. The fact that he went out of his way to go and directly start a fight with us says enough. And so now where is this beast hiding?
Yeah,
Come on out,
bitch."
Destroyer. To which, as Vegeta was then shown making his way towards the cave entrance, was when Grizzlor then went on to respond, "Who dares to call upon my presence before them and disturb me while devouring these tasty treats in order to satisfy my
nigga,
hunger?
the goat,
For the
the
stench
prince,
that I smell that is
Vegeta-sama."
outside of this cave is revolting." Grizzlor went on to step out from the shadows by continuing, "But if my presence is that important for you to go and call me out on, then you better go and make it a good one while you're here, because I was in the
swole ass fucking bear, dude. God damn.
upon the goods which Jinrail had brought me so that I may fortify my strength, and so by interrupting me with such remarks, I just want you to know this, that your insolence will be met with severe consequences, for I will break your bones into dozens of pieces and eradicate your soul if my time is wasted." And so now, was it you? No, for there are in fact 3 of you that are here, and now I want to know on why, because I sure as hell do know that it wasn't me who approved of you mortals having to be here on my planet. And so now, who are these mortals, Jinrei, and why is it that these 2 look extremely familiar back there? With Jinrei having to respond, "Well, that's because you've seen those 2 mortal warriors before, Lord Grizzlor, as they are all from Beerus's universe, who were, well, unfortunately caught in the very moment upon having me deliver your meal to you, my lord." With Grizzlor being shown having to turn his back by responding, "Beerus's cronies, don't make me laugh with such ridiculous banter, Jinrei." And so now, where was I? Ah yes, fish, for I require more fish, Jinrei, and make it quick. As Vegeta then went on to quickly respond,
He threw that shit at my nigga head.
Kidding me here, and just why do all
Bro, why, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I know what you're about to say, bro, but I don't know, bro. I just don't know, bro. The disrespect is out of this world, bro. These niggas need to be humbled.
of these newly resurrected gods of destruction have to go and pick a fight with us for every single time, but that does it, because I am tired of having to go through such disrespect. Oh no, you don't, and just where do you think you're going? Vegeta went on to then
that nigga backhand my nigga, bro.
Ooh. Go and turn your back to me when I'm talking to. Don't even think about wasting my time. Grizzlor went on to then quickly respond upon being shown backhanding Vegeta across the face. For you aren't even worthy enough to be a snack, let alone a challenge for me. Vegeta went on to then crash into Goku as Grizzlor continued.
Backhand my nigga.
Just like your puny excuse for a god of destruction Destruction, you never will be, and so now know your place and don't touch me. How dare you, Vegeta responds, to know my place and to not go and touch you, huh? Hey, Vegeta,
crash out, big bro.
I'll just go and calm down here a bit before we, but then
be quiet, Kakarot.
Right then and there now from out of nowhere, as Vegeta was then shown having to fire an energy blast directly at Grizzlor.
I don't know why you're doing base though.
To continue. Well, so be it then, because I'm not going to touch you, but instead I'm going to blast you into pieces, Destroyer. But it was only just upon with Grizzlor being shown sticking his arm out and catching onto Vegeta's blast was when Grizzlor then went on.
Nigga, you in base. What you think about that happen?
Tone and the way you went about by approaching me, because now you have my attention. With Vegeta responding.
That's a swole ass nigga, but he missed leg day.
Vegeta, you just feel that sudden burst of power that was
he missed leg day.
Now just two? Because this doesn't look like it's about to end well, as Grizzlor went on to then continue. Even though I am nearing my hibernation, I still have a debt to settle with that cowardly god of destruction of yours.
Oh, this nigga hibernates?
Since he isn't here, then you three are the next best thing before I go into my long-awaited slumber, and so you will all have to do
just like Beerus.
As long ago, it was your god of destruction who went and had stolen my lunch for me when we were all in the middle of our hide-and-go-seek game, Grizzlor continues. And since Beerus had once taken what was mine in order for him to feed his own ego, now I will exact my revenge on the three of you on his behalf, so that way he could know the pain that I felt after catching him with my meal.
I don't know how the fuck that's gonna affect that nigga, bro. You're not beating his ass, bro. You beating they ass. That's not gonna affect him. Like, yeah. The hell?
Since I do not have the time, nor do I have the interest in caring about what it is that you do or how hard it is that you try, because of what your destroyer did all those years ago, I will now take every bit of my anger out on the three of you that I have deep within me, so that way I could go and forever give him a painful reminder on exactly why he was always so extremely nervous to be around me, as it was only right then and there now during that
Somebody give me a master ball so I could catch this nigga, bro. He talking too much shit.
Where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of the resurrected falling
information. If you aren't all
nigga look evil than a motherfucker, bro. Well, at least he saw. That's like the third soul angel we seen. We got Murno, General Evacule. You know what I'm saying? The General. And we got this nigga General.
Already a member of Unreal's Patreon community, then you.
Old ass nigga. Ooh, hold on, let me see.
Now I will go as far as to say that even though this entire situation between our heroes and Lord Grizzlor appears to be a dangerous one,
You better turn up, bro.
You do not want to miss out on what is about to happen coming up.
Gotta catch 'em all. Okay, bud. All right. Let's watch the next one. Feel me? Dun, dun.
As our story now continues, following the initial events of
I ain't read the fuck that's it. Oh well.
being shown having to undergo
Sheesh.
Bosco's training camp and having to be shown having to try and climb a giant wall with chains wrapped around their waists. As with their training now seemingly having to become more and more intense, the more obstacles they end up completing was when Whis then went on to quickly chime in. Well, dear me, just look at those two go up there. Well,
They're
I
gone.
have to give credit where credit is due here, because I haven't seen Lord Beerus train this intensely along with seeing a mortal such as Gohan keep up with him in an extremely long time, maybe ever, if anything. But even now, while they continue to undergo these obstacles, Whis continues, and I do happen to wonder on which one of them will be the first to awaken their dormant powers, because while carrying this kind of serious weight around their waists isn't easy, especially while attempting to climb over their 50th and final wall, and that's all I ever really hope for is that neither of them give up along the way, to which as Beerus and Gohan were finally now shown scaling the wall was when Gohan then went on to chime in. And there we finally go. Almost there. Just one more pull and
there y'all go.
There we finally made it to the top. As Beerus responds, oh no, you don't. You aren't climbing over the edge here before me, mortal. And
this nigga.
So there. I never have thought that training under another angel like this with a mortal as anyone's training partner would ever be this difficult. With Gohan responding, yeah, well, I don't really feel so good after that last drill, but at least we can have a moment to go and catch our breath. But then it was
you thought you was.
Angel of Akko went on to swoop his way up and having to address Gohan and Beerus was when Avako then went on to quickly respond. And just who said that the two of you could go and take a moment to catch your breath here?
General,
I certainly didn't. And while you both still have 2 more hours remaining here with me, your training is
we still got 2 more hours. Oof.
Not by a long shot, it's not. And so now get your sorry carcasses back up because we're not done, and so you will be following me. For it was like I went and told you both before we started. Angel of Akko went on to levitate both Beerus and Gohan up above him, and that was anything less than your best, then you can both go and see your way off my training base. And so now you better start thinking with your heads and act fast, or else you'll fry yourselves beneath the lava's surface. With Beerus responding,
I don't hear about that.
I'll just hurry and use the ground beneath you to pull yourself through, or else we'll be thrown into the fire, Saiyan. To which that was exactly what Gohan and Beerus ended up doing, because with the two now shown having to maintain balance in landing on a small island surrounding lava was when Gohan then went on to respond. Oh, there we go. Oh, and that was an extremely close call as well, but what exactly does he want us to go and whoa, what in the world? Gohan utters, but
put them hands up.
Already here just waiting for us like this. He's so fast. And so now for your final test, of Akko responds, you will both go and spend the remaining time that we have in combat against one another, and you will not stop fighting until I either say for you to stop or until you are both
about to fight each other.
past the points of where you are now, and so engage.
Oh wow, put them hands up.
With Whis now having to be shown joining Angel of Akko and having to witness both Gohan and Beerus go toe-to-toe was when Whis went on to then chime back in. You know, I'm actually quite impressed to still see that despite everything you've done to train the amount of angels that you did, that you haven't lost a single step along the way of it all. But tell me something, brother. With 4 hours gone and with only 2 more to go, were you at least able to get a glimpse and see beyond the surface in predicting the outcome of who will evolve first? With Ivalco responding, well, there is indeed a remarkable sense of growth that I was able to sense coming from both of them, but it's difficult to say for sure given the nature of how their focus and determination levels continue to fluctuate. But on one hand, Lord Beerus has shown an unusual level of dedication in pushing his limits beyond what we've seen in recent times. His precision
he locked in.
has also significantly improved, in further going as far as to reflect on his commitment, whereas Gohan, on the other hand, has tapped into a new depth of his own potential that continues to swell, and while his instincts continue to sharpen, his power also grows more and more refined, Avalco continues. And as long as they continue to spar, I intend to push them until they've reached their absolute breaking point, even if it means pushing them both to the brink of death itself. And while they near the edges of their breaking point while time continues to dwindle, that's when it'll finally happen, with Whis further questioning, I see now, and by finally
We'll trust your decision, General Ivalco. See, I will call him Sergeant, but not my nigga. General. You feel me? Anyway.
happen, you mean as in what exactly, Ivalco? Finally evolving, you mean? Precisely, for that is exactly what I mean, and that is exactly what will happen, or else they will perish trying. And so, they will continue to spar until I am convinced that they have reached a new level within their power and abilities, because though they only have 2 hours remaining, the results of today's grueling training will justify their efforts. To which all the while in the meantime,
Gohan hitting the sternum.
back on over within Universe 17 and taking a look as to what Universe 17's God of Destruction Grizzlor and his angel Jinrei were up to. It was only just shortly after Grizzlor's initial engagement with Vegeta as
bro, y'all need to start training. Like my nigga Gohan training. Gohan is training right now. Y'all don't know. Next time y'all see Gohan, they don't want to know about Beast yet. These motherfuckers still don't know about this nigga got Beast.
Then went on to ask, I'm curious to know, Jinray, and so now tell me more about who these mortals are and what it is about these three that grants them special status within Beerus's domain. For these aren't the same mortal warriors which you had told me about prior who had bested Lord Reno and Lord Cobras now, is it?
Yep.
Or are these three rather new to us, gods of destruction? As Angel Jinray went on to then respond, well, certainly, my lord, but yes, these two are indeed the Saiyan warriors who were said to have briefly bested both Lord Cobras and Lord Reno in battle. However, who they are by their nature goes a little deeper than what you may end up seeing on the surface, my lord, for you see, those two over there who go by Goku and Vegeta have been trained by my brother Whis and Lord Beerus, in thus making them direct students of their Universe 7's God of Destruction and Angel Attendant, Jinray continues. And to further add on to this ever so interesting layer of information about those two, they are also among the very few living mortals who have managed to harness and wield the powers of both a destroyer and an angel. And as Goku over there, who goes by Kakarot wearing the orange outfit, who was mentored by my brother Whis, has ultimately gone as far as to develop incredible instinctual combat skills reflecting the traits of an angel, while Vegeta, the one whom just tried to attack you, who was trained by Lord Beerus, rather follows a different path and embodies the raw power and destructive capabilities that are similar to that of a god of destruction. And as their unique skills and traits shaped by their respective masters, Jinray continues, set them apart from any other mortals within Lord Beerus's domain. And although their unique blend of skills and traits cultivated by their divine mentors grants them a special status in Beerus's realm, they each appear to, however, struggle with their own internal demons while pushing to strive and become the very best that they could possibly be, which interestingly also allows for them to each be stronger than a few of the other gods of destruction that we know of, but by no means, of course, does this mean that they each have the strength to be stronger than every god of destruction either. And so while they both can certainly be pushed to the edge of their limits and beyond, Jinray continues, they are still both very far away from being perfect warriors, and so this is why they are minor exceptions to Beerus's rule. But the third and bigger one out of the group, however, who goes by Broly, Jinray adds, is the same of unprecedented raw power from Universe 7, but unlike Goku and Vegeta, he has not trained under the guidance of my brother Whis or Lord Beerus, for his discovery was rather recent, with his potential, of course, being vastly large but extremely unstable, Jinray continues. And while Broly does not exhibit the godly powers that Goku and Vegeta have achieved, his inner rage and immense power make him far more incredibly dangerous than the other two in combat, and as he also appears to have harnessed the primal strength of his great ape lineage as well, Jinray continues, which significantly, of course, goes on to boost his combat capabilities in making him a far more formidable opponent, but by no means stronger than a destroyer while ignited in battle, as Grizzlor went on to turn his back by responding, what a waste of space, for one of them being untrained while the other two struggle to maintain consistency. These mortals aren't even worth my time, even if they are Beerus's little lackeys, as they'll go and do nothing after taking their meals.
Where is my master ball?
I have other matters to attend to before I am to take my rest and hibernate for the time being, and so do make sure to see these little bugs away and out of my universe so that I may go back to my business, Jinray. Vegeta, listen, Goku then went on to quickly calmly
Matter of fact, nigga back. Cause you know what? I don't want to be here anyway, bro. Hey, let's leave so we can go train. Cause next time I see this nigga, bro, it's up for this nigga, bro.
This may not be the right place or the right time for us to be engaging against another god of destruction like this.
Facts, back to back.
Unless you really want to go and do this, then I'm not going to have you go and do it alone out there, so just please try him. But then, it was only just before Goku even had the opportunity to go as far as to finish his sentence, where Vegeta had gone as far as to cut in by responding, whether you feel the need to go and jump in or not is none of my concern, Kakarot. But one thing that I will not go and do is I will not have this overgrown animal talk down to us as if all of our efforts throughout the years were all for nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
Later, within that very moment,
you put in that work.
Transforming back into Ultra Ego before
Crash out.
Grizzlor was when Angel Jinray then went on on to chime back in. Oh, look there, you see, Lord Grizzlor? I told you that this one here was able to wield the power of a destroyer, and now you could at least see that for yourself and measure this mortal's power in seeing where he stands compared to you. As Goku then went on to quickly shout, "Oh wait, Vegeta!
Wait, bestie!
What it is that we're going up against here, and so you have to. Oh darn it!
Wait.
When will these so-called Saiyan warriors that Beerus continues to house?" Grizzlor went on to then look over his shoulder by chiming back in. "Go as far as to learn that no matter how much they try and no matter how much they push, that they will never amount to the true depth of power that most of us newly restored destroyers are capable of. You know, for such a very tiny man," Grizzlor went on to respond upon having to be shown grabbing onto Vegeta's punch, "I will say that witnessing you wield a power that is similar to mine is rather annoying."
Oh no, he caught that shit easily.
Extremely undeserving of
Oh, he might be worse than Farix. Oh shit. Okay, these last two niggas might be some demons. I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh man.
using it despite the mediocre history of which you share with Beerus. However, I don't honestly care about who you mortals represent or what it is that you stand for, Grizzlor went on to then wind his hand back by continuing, because the longer you creatures continue to remain on my homeworld, the more time you are taking away from my snack time. But then, it was only just then from out of nowhere before Grizzlor even had the opportunity to hit Vegeta was when Ultra Instinct Goku then went on to chime in. No, this isn't the way, and I hope that you understand that we never meant any harm after coming here, but you're forcing our hand here in battle, Grizzlor. And so I'm sorry, but I can't just stand idly by on the sidelines and watch you hurt my friends like this, Goku says. As it doesn't have to be this way, and while we never meant to come here and start trouble, Goku adds, but you were the one who started all of this, and because of your history with our god of destruction, we aren't going to stand by and have you treat us like this, with Grizzlor responding, you, student of Universe 7's angel attendant Whis. Well, although your speed in blindsiding me is commendable for a puny mortal warrior such as yourself, you are all still very much way in over your heads here, and
we jumping, cause Broly coming too.
Who decides on what takes place within this universe, Saiyan? But then, it was only just upon with Vegeta shown having to swipe away Grizzlor's arm upon also seeing Broly make his way towards Grizzlor was when Vegeta then went on to quickly respond, you know, honestly, you newly revived gods of destruction are really starting to get on my last nerve. And while you are not the first to doubt our abilities despite us being mortal warriors, whereas you are all gods by title, if any of you destroyers are going to try and pick a fight with any of us on behalf of taking your anger out on us for the
we jumping again.
Beerus, then you've got another thing coming, Vegeta went on to then kick Grizzlor away. And so now tell me, are we still Lord Beerus's lackeys now?
Nope, y'all made him leak.
Will you? Well, that won't fly, Destroyer. As Goku then went on to chime in, easy now, Vegeta. Look, we tried telling you that we didn't want to go and do this, but you went and forced our hand in this anyway. And so now, why don't we just go and put all of this behind us and simply just talk?
That nigga about to crash out, bro. D1 crash out inbound.
If you truly believe that you could possibly talk your way out of this one is utterly ridiculous, Saiyans. Don't generate, for there will be no need since we have now crossed the point of no return.
What the hell you about to do?
Stand down, you mortal creatures. In all my time as
you look mad as hell, don't he?
17th universe, Grizzlor went on to then wipe his mouth by responding, never had there ever been a day where I would live to see mortals draw blood against me in battle like this, but now that I had to see it for myself in order for me to believe it, this now changes everything.
That nigga about to beat their ass.
I intended to go into hibernation before I found myself having to pay that bastard Beerus a little visit within Universe 7, and since I originally had intended to go into hibernation.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, big dog. Next time you see Beerus, he gonna beat the dog. He about to dog walk your ass. Matter of fact, Beerus gonna put your ass in the Pokeball. Matter of fact, now I'm thinking about it.
Before I found myself having to pay that bastard Beerus a little visit within Universe 7, it would only now seem as though there have been a change of plans, because if these scrawny mortal creatures thought that they didn't have my attention before,
oh damn,
they have it.
Put your hands up, bruh.
What is this? this? Is this the first time that this god of destruction has ever went and seen his own blood before, or what? What are you implying here then with what you just said, Destroyer? Because you went and brought this all onto yourself, since you should have just left us all alone within Universe 16. As Goku then went on to respond, hey look, let's just all go and take it easy here, okay?
Nope.
As we don't have to go
Nope,
and do
they
this
don't
because
go.
we never intended to come here to start a fight with you over anything, but had only mainly simply went and defended ourselves after you went and made the first move against us, Lord Grizzlor. And so now you don't have to still cling on to your grudge with Lord Beerus, nor do we have to start a massive fight here, so
Goku, be quiet, bro.
he
He about to crash out, bro. Be quiet, bro. Everything you saying going in, out the other ear, bro.
Change the outcome of what is about to happen to you all in a matter of moments, Grizzlor responds. And now that I am no longer feeling sleepy or tired, I am, as a matter of fact, very much still hungry. I don't like the looks of
Now
this.
hold on, nigga. You're not about to eat us, fam. Pause. No Diddy, nigga. We don't. Hey, no consent.
Then why don't we all just go and take a moment to cool down and just get something to eat together then, huh? Oh, you idiots. I don't think that's what he meant, Kakarot.
Dumbass nigga. Oh,
This
nigga salivating out the mouth, bro.
within the moments, then what are you possibly going to do about any of it, Destroyer? Well, that's quite easy. At least for me it will be. Grizzlor went on to then get on all fours by responding. Because you are all a few seconds away from finding out on exactly what it is that I meant. Vegeta, try and search his feelings because it doesn't look as though he's bluffing here, because I think he's dead set on following through.
No shit, nigga.
I know, I can sense it too, but regardless of the matter, we are hereby left with no other choice than to engage, and so we aren't going to see our way out of this until this is done. As Grizzlor then went on to respond, yes, and while I wasn't expecting to find myself locked in any sort of battle against anyone until I have completed my hibernation cycle, since the three of you are already here, and since you all coincidentally also happen to come from a universe which its god of destruction I utterly cannot stand the sight of and have history with.
God damn.
Now given me a good enough
Hey, bro, the
reason
transform, bro.
why I should go and take
Broly, full
action
power, bro.
against all of you, as well as also ensuring that I have plenty of food to keep my belly full before I go and take my long-awaited rest. Yes, and while the three of you should
Nigga, you are not about to eat us, fam.
leave,
You are not eating us, fam.
to push back against it, I am going to make sure that I have plenty of extra food that's here waiting for me by the time I finally wake back up from my long-awaited slumber. As
This
it was
nigga
only
really
right then and
on
there
go.
now, during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball
He really trying to eat my
Super
niggas,
Story of the
man.
Resurrected Fallen Gods of Destruction, the Universe 17 Saga Manga Chapter Number 2
Shit, Kobe tried the same shit, low key.
special then comes to a close.
Well, actually, I'll go ahead and take it from the page, but if you want from watching Lord Beerus and
Shit. Or, well, never mind. See, I thought he skipped leg day from that one panel. Never mind. I take that back. You good? You straight? I thought you were looking like Jiren for a second, man. My
Gohan
fault. And
continued
Topo.
to tear our heroes apart for getting in the way of his
Sternum check.
pre-hibernation preparations. One can only imagine on what this vicious destroyer is going to have lined up for our heroes coming up.
You got that look in his eye, bro. Yeah, it's up. It's up. Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to crash out, bro. On me, crash out, bro. Cause look, this nigga ain't playing. That nigga caught Vegeta punch like he won shit. This ain't good. He gonna be worse than Lord Farix. Yeah, I think these last two, okay, last three, cause Farix still standing on business. He was still ready to go. Yeah, yeah, these last three they built different, and these last two might be even, oh man, in a whole different league. But at the same time, my nigga Ligor, little bit flicked his ass. You feel me? So yeah, you want to get mad at somebody? Go get mad at the new nigga. But he didn't want to do that though. He didn't want to do that. He want to mess with the you know what I'm saying? What was that, Reno? Oh, that was Reno. I lied. Never mind. That was Reno. Never mind. I take it back. Yeah, that was Reno. My fault. My fault. But yeah, still though. Go. You know what I'm saying? Talk up with the two new god destructions. They don't want to do that though. You feel me? Lame mad bitches, man. Oh my god. We just left Universe 16. Now we in 17, bro. No training. These niggas still about to get their ass beat. They about to fight for their life again, bro. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, Gohan and Beerus training their ass off right now. You feel me? Next time y'all see them niggas, they're gonna be built different. Beerus gonna be one of them. You know what I'm saying? All universes, but 13 to 18, put them hands up, bro. But y'all came with mad disrespect on my boy, bro. On me. And then Gohan got, oh my god, oh my god. Gohan got this fucking AF looking form, bro. Lord have mercy. Godox? No, hey, don't do that bullshit you did last time, bro. Because Gohan gonna be different. All I gotta say. But anyway, thank you for watching. You guys enjoyed this reaction, man. Hit it with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Road to 3K. If you're not subscribe, hit the bell. Like on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channel, link in the description down below. Subscribe to Alex. We're to 2 million subscribers because he's doing some things right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a bigger picture at play in the works. You feel me? Now once we all can see it together, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Glorious. Anyway, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.